Welcome to Revit 2025 for BIM Expert. Hello friends, welcome again to Learn Software channel Autodesk Revit 2025 full course. In this lesson, we want to improve some essential skills, which is highly practical in modeling elements. The first skill, which we are going to learn, is working with Modify tool. Modify tool is the first tool in every tab for easy access. The Modify tool enables selection. It picks one element at a time or by drawing a window to select several elements. By default, Modify is active when no tool is active. Here, we select an element by clicking on them and push Escape to cancel selection. When you want to select more than one element, keep Ctrl key and click on them. You can cancel selection by clicking a blank space in the drawing area or by pressing Escape. When the Modify tool is active, click and drag the mouse to Window Select Elements. Window from left to right with solid borders can select elements which are completely contained in the window. By drawing window selection from right to left, you see a dashed borders. It selects elements contained within the window and elements crossing the border of the window. When you hold the Shift key while selecting, it removes items from the selection set. To push Escape key to deselect all elements. In a project, Modify tool is really essential. You need to select or deselect a set of elements most of the time. As you can see, by moving mouse, the elements are highlighted. By clicking, the targeted element is selected. If you keep Ctrl key, you can select a set of elements. Push Escape to deselect elements. Click and drag the mouse to Window Select Elements from left to right. This helps you to select elements which are completely contained in the window. Also, click and drag the mouse to draw a window selection from right to left. As you can see, elements which crossing the border of the window are all selected. As an exercise, open a project, go the 3D view. Select Windows in Facade by pressing Ctrl key and click. Then, deselect them one by one by keeping Shift key and click. Modify tool has several subsets for selecting links, underlying elements, faces, and so forth. They can be quickly accessible in right bottom of Revit interface. Whenever you want to select surfaces like face of wall, face of floor, and so forth, you should check that Select Element by Face is active. Otherwise, it cannot select. One of the good use case of selecting face can be seen in Plan. For example, in Plan View, you want to select floor and edit it. This mode of Modify tool enables you to select floor and edit. Pay attention! When an element is selected by Modify tool, a new panel in Modify tab will emerge. In future, we have lots of work to do with this panel. In addition, Properties shows that what type of family is selected. If we select an element wrongly, then we can select correct one again. When you deactivate selecting face, then faces like floor cannot be selected anymore, and you cannot work with surfaces anymore. In this condition, you can work on walls and families instead. Let's shift to Simple Plan. Another note about selection is tab selection. As I mentioned before, when you press tab several times, possible selection candidates near the mouse sign will be shown. This allows you to select exactly one you want. If any chains of connected elements are near the mouse sign, they will be included as candidates. Let's practice more and select the connected walls or close shapes by tab selection. Once more, tab selection for chains of connected elements. As you can see, these lines are not recognized as connected chains. Once more, tab selection for chains of connected elements. Now, we want to see how tab selection is work in projects. When you press tab several times, possible selection candidates near the mouse sign will be shown. This allows you to select exactly one you want. If any chains of connected elements are near the mouse sign, they will be included as candidates. Here, we want to select wall of stair box with one click. And the wall around elevator. Try to find the connected walls and select them with tab selection function. Another skill that any BIM expert needs to know is having full control on elements in project. Avoid overlapping, interface, and clash between elements. The 3D model shows that there is wall overlapping and it should be solved. For having precise and efficient building information modeling, we need to pay attention to details. Modify or selection tools allows us to select and remove them. Window selection is a good option to find overlapping elements, select and modify them. Select Undo function to learn interesting point. When there are several overlapping elements, to find them efficiently, I suggest you window selection. Select all then, use filter to refine elements. Let's see how it works. All we know that rectangle has 4 sides, but window selection and filtering shows that there are 6 walls in area, which seems to be wrong from BIM aspect. With the help of window selection and filtering, we can easily find and address overlapping issue. Window selection for small area shows that where extra wall is located. In this course, we comprehensively reviewed concepts of Modify tool. Please practice and ask your questions.